What's up, YouTube? How you guys doing today? So, Fortnite Chapter 5 Season 2 is officially here. And with it are some all new items. We have new weapons, we have new bosses, we have new medallions, and we even have some new mythics. Now, the first thing we want to talk about today is actually going to be the new weapons. The first weapon that we're going to talk about is the Thunderbolt of Zeus. So, this is a lightning bolt. You actually get to float into the air with it to get a better vantage point. From there, you get 3 lightning strikes. Now, there is a cooldown after the lightning strikes, and this is a 3 max per use type of weapon. But just be careful because you are vulnerable while you're in the air. You can get sniped, you can get shot, any of that stuff. You're kind of stuck in the animation, kind of like the Dragon Ball Z mythic and also the Deku Smash mythic. So just be kind of wary of that. The next weapon is the Gatekeeper shotgun. Now, this is actually a really good weapon. It has 3 shells in the clip that you can fire very quickly, and it also has a very fast reload. Now, you can mod this weapon and you can get up to 5 shells into the clip, but by default it comes with 3. Now, this is a high damage weapon. 3 shots is generally all you need. You just have to, make sure you hit all 3 shots.
So good.
The next weapon we're going to talk about is the Harbinger SMG. I hope I'm saying that right. I'm probably not. Now, in all honesty, I'm not a big fan of this weapon. It has good first shot accuracy, but from there you get a lot of recoil and you tend to miss shots. My preference is still going to be the Thunderbolt SMG, or the 3-shot or the Burst SMG. Still does a lot more damage and it's a lot more consistent in my opinion. Another new weapon is the Huntress DMR, and it's a new take on the classic DMR that we've seen variations of throughout the seasons.
In the long run, because he's still making music.
You're typically going to see this off spawn. I'll be honest with you, there's green ones all over the place. Now, nice thing is this weapon does typically come with the new thermal scope. That is a close to a 2-time sight. If I'm not mistaken, you can turn the thermal on and off regardless of what weapon that it's on. You can even put it on snipers. The thermal's not a bad optic at all. Now, the DMR has very decent fire rate. It doesn't hit extra hard. It does hit for like 60. I think in some certain rarities you can get it to hit for into the hundreds. The damage and the fire rate overall do make this a viable weapon to be able to use while you're fighting. Next up we have is the Warforged AR. This AR is replacing the Striker from last season that I know a lot of people were a big fan of. So this is the new AR. Now, this weapon is good for close range fights, medium range fights, but for long range fights, there's a lot of like bullet drop off, and it just doesn't hit very well from a distance. So I personally will still go with the Nemesis AR over this one, but it is a nice new weapon at close to medium range. The last weapon that we're going to talk about is actually a mobility item. It's the new wings, the wings of Acarus. Hopefully I'm saying that right. Again, I'm probably not. I'm not real up to date on Greek mythology, so my apologies. These wings literally allow you to fly around the map. You're able to ascend, you can dive down, and there's even a striking move that you can use to deal damage to people. These wings have a very short cooldown period between the times that you land, and the amount of time that they give you to fly with the wings is actually pretty decent. I don't know if they're going to nerf this in the future, but I wouldn't be surprised because you do get a actual decent amount of fly time with these wings. But just as the lightning bolt, you do want to be careful because when you're flying around these with these wings do count towards your hitbox. It's very easy to shoot you out of the air and to knock you or to snipe you. So just be careful while you're flying into into oncoming fire. I'm going to take a brief moment to show you the specs on the new guns, courtesy of HypeX on Twitter. These are the specs for the new SMG and the new DMR. You're more than welcome to pause the screen to catch all of these. These are the specs for the new Warforged AR. These are the specs for the new Gatekeeper shotgun. And although I've not actually seen this one in game yet, these are the specs for a new drum gun. Some of the items that have been removed in the new season include the Crash Pad Jr., Grapple Blade, Ballistic Shield, EMP Stealth Camo, and Cardboard Box, the Lock-On Pistol, the Hyper SMG, Striker AR, Enforcer AR, the Anvil Rocket Launcher, Bananas, Snowball Launcher, Season 1 Mythics and Medallions, and the Pizza Party. Now, some of the items that did actually stay in rotation from last season are going to be the Hammer Pump Shotgun, the Frenzy Shotgun, Nemesis AR, Thunderburst SMG, the Reaper Sniper, and the range pistol have all remained from last season. Also, Chug Splashes are officially back. Clusters have remained in the game, but their split count has been dropped from 3 to 2. Supply drops are officially back as well. Now, I've only seen these in these new little boxes where you can actually spawn them in. I've not actually seen them spawn on their own, but I could be wrong on that one. Along with spawning in supply drops, you can also spawn in vehicles like GTA. We also have new chests. These new chests do not seem to be replacing the blue God chests. I've seen some of those as well, but I have seen a couple of these gold boxes and they typically have very good loot in them. Although it does appear that the spawn rate has been nerfed from 90% down to 70%. And these are the new victory umbrellas, both for ranked and unranked. Now lastly, that's going to bring us to the new POIs and the new mythics. So the first one that we're going to talk about is Mount Olympus. This new POI is huge. It has a crazy scenic backdrop and this giant Trojan statue guy in the background. With Olympus, you actually are going to be fighting Zeus. Now to start the boss fight, you knock over this little statue. This is actually how you start all of the boss fights in Chapter 5, Season 2. Once you start the boss fight, Zeus is going to come out. You're going to have to knock him. Now this is the first boss I can remember that you actually have to knock twice. Once you knock him the first time, he's going to spawn in some NPCs. Once you're done killing these NPCs, you have to fight Zeus one more time. Now he has a new Superman punch animation that he can hit you with. But once you take him out again, he's going to drop you his mythic DMR. He's going to drop you the mythic lightning bolt. And he's going to drop you probably the most OP medallion in this new season, which gives you more movement speed and it allows you to jump higher. Next we have Brawler's Battleground. Now this is adjacent from Mount Olympus. It's actually very close by. In this POI, we have to fight Ares. Now, Ares is going to spawn in some... Ares spawns in NPCs that you have to kill along while killing Ares as well. Once you kill Ares, they're going to drop you the mythic Warforged Assault Rifle. Along with the mythic Warforged Assault Rifle, he's going to drop you the medallion. This medallion is to grant bonus damage. It increases damage dealt. I haven't used this enough to really kind of see the damage difference, but this is what this medallion is going to bring to the table. Next, we're going to talk about what I feel is probably the most OP gun in Chapter 5, Season 2. Probably the most OP, in my opinion, the most OP weapon in Chapter 5, Season 2, Cerberus Gatekeeper Shotgun. Now, this is actually located in Grimgate at the top west corner of the map. To get this mythic, you actually have to fight Cerberus. Now Cerberus is a little different. He actually is going to spawn in Hellhounds. You have to defeat all these Hellhounds before you're able to defeat Cerberus. Once you do defeat Cerberus, he's going to drop you this Gatekeeper Shotgun, a mythic version, that does insane damage and has a very quick reload time. Along with the mythic weapon, he's going to drop you the medallion that gives you a dash ability. So this is something that every few seconds you're able to dash. There is a small cooldown, but it increases your movement speed and makes you a lot harder to hit. In my opinion, this is probably the most broken medallion / weapon combination out of all of the bosses. And last but not least, we have to talk about Hades Harbinger SMG. I promise I am saying that incorrectly. I apologize. So this is actually located in the underground at the very top left corner of the map. This POI is insane. It's huge. There's liquid all over the ground that allows you to do the dash ability that we just talked about, and there's plenty of loot and plenty of competition here. Now, the main draw to this area, I really honestly don't think it's the SMG. Hades does drop a mythic SMG that does very good damage, quick reload, larger magazine size, high fire rate, all that good stuff. My opinion, still not the best mythic weapon. I think the other ones are still better. However, once you do defeat Hades, which you spawn in by doing the same thing as the other matches, knocking over the statue, taking out a few NPCs, and then claiming the mythic weapon for yourself. The big draw for this area here is honestly going to be the medallion. This medallion gives you siphon whenever you knock somebody or kill somebody. It also works if you kill NPCs. It works if you kill chickens or whatever. Anything like that is going to give you a siphon. Siphon hasn't been in the game for years, not even in competitive. So I think this is a big draw for this POI. The SMG is a good bonus, but I think the real big one is this medallion that grants you siphon when we haven't seen siphon in a very long time. Hey, and there we have it. This is everything that you need to know for Chapter 5, Season 2. This was a lot of work here, so I really hope that you guys enjoyed this video. I hope it was insightful. I hope it was helpful in any type of way. If you do enjoy this type of content from me, please let me know. Please like and subscribe to the video. It helps a lot. I really pay attention to that to kind of decide what videos I want to do. But as always, I appreciate you guys. Thank you for watching, and we'll catch you next time.